Hi, I'm Paul. I just finished a video about my adoption, and I didn't put the date in there, but it's June 13th, 2026. And it's a nice day, and I thought it's still in the morning. I'm at my friend's Nini's house. She has the gazebo set up, and I thought I'd come out here and make a video. And since I'm out here, I figured I'll make a second video. And I'm, kind of struggling about ideas and topics to talk about. I mean, I've got a lot of them written down, but to try to figure out which one, and I didn't have this one written down, so I figured I'd talk about atheism. And I'm not trying to persuade anybody on any kind of a religion or whether you should believe or not believe. I'm just going to tell you my own experience with it. And this was going back 30 plus years ago, 30 to 40 years ago, when I would have been in my late 20s or mid 20s to early 30s. And back then, I would tell people that I was an atheist. They asked me what, every once in a while somebody said, well, what religion are you? I said, I'm an atheist. Didn't know what an atheist was, really. To be honest with you, as time went on and I started thinking about it more and talking to other people more, I wasn't really an atheist. I was more agnostic, and then came to find out later I wasn't even a good agnostic. I consider myself a Christian, but I mean now, and I've been baptized and had saved and all that. So, and I'm not trying to persuade anybody on any religion, but I'm going to explain what happened. I mean, in the video I didn't talk about this, but I had my own issues, and I dropped out of high school twice, and I never even got past the 10th or the 9th grade. I mean, I dropped out in my freshman year twice in high school. I just had a bunch of issues, and I ended up joining the Army. And when I went in the Army, I went to Germany. Okay, this is 1974, the very tail end of Vietnam. They're just pulling out. I volunteered. The draft was over. I volunteered, but they sent me to Germany. So I ended up in Germany, and my company commander, I don't remember what his last name was a captain. I was in the Signal Corps at that time. He brought me in his office and he said, "You didn't finish high school." And I said, "No." And he said, "You're finishing by the time you leave here." So I spent 18 months in Germany, and he made me go to school a half a day, every day, the entire time I was there. And it was an annex. So children of the military, they have their own schools. And this school was called Stuttgart American High School in West Germany. We didn't go to that school. We had a little annex on our post where they had teachers, so it was strictly military personnel. And I took classes every day, a year and a half straight, and got enough credits that I was able to graduate. And so my high school is Stuttgart American High School. And I left the military. I re-enlisted, spent 5 years in the military. My last 3 years I was in the Army Corps of Engineers, and I left the military. I joined when I was 17, left when I was 22. And because of all these issues that I had, and I'm not going to get into them, but right now, but I was just angry. And I think I was, at a point, I was disappointed that the couple that adopted me, they weren't rich. They came from West Virginia. He was a coal miner. She was a stay-at-home mom. It was just the three of us. And to be honest with you, the best thing that happened was that they weren't poor, but they were lower middle class, I would say. Had I had enough money to do what I wanted to do, I'd probably be dead a long time ago. So I was just angry, and so I'd come up with this just out of anger that I was an atheist. But again, not really atheist, more agnostic, and then not even a good agnostic. So this is one thing. I met this man probably 20-something years ago, and he was giving a talk. And in this talk, he was talking about everybody's belief system. So it doesn't matter if you're Christian, Jewish, if you're Catholic, Protestant, if you're Muslim, Buddhist, Hinduism, whatever belief system you have, including atheists and agnostics. He said something that I thought was just really, really profound. He said, we may have all these differences in what we believe. Some may be completely different. A lot of them can be similar. He said, but one thing we all have in common is that we're all wrong. Whatever created us, whatever the creator is, whether there is a creator or not, whatever we believe in, we're all wrong about it. And I thought, well, that's perfect. I don't have to believe what an organized system of faith is trying to get people to believe. What it comes down to, and some of you may have heard this before, is pick your own concept of God or your own concept of a creator. We've been created by something, and it seems like the older I get, the more and more I listen to science, and especially now with these new telescopes that they've got out there, the Hubble and the James Webb Space Telescope. Science is starting to realize they're wrong about a lot, or they have misunderstood what they thought they understood. They're still learning, and they probably will be the rest of their lives, and probably forever. They're going to learn new things. They're going to realize some things that they thought were correct. What they believed was correct was completely wrong. So we don't have the ability to really understand what our creator is or what created us. So if you're struggling with it, just pick your own concept of God. Just get comfortable with something happened that created us. We don't have to understand it, but it happened. And the thing I don't understand about atheists don't believe in a God or a creator. That like it just happened. All this just happened. And maybe it did. But they don't. Their atheism is actually a belief system. So they technically, in my opinion, have a form of faith. It might be a negative faith. I mean, they might even be Satanists, but that gets in a whole other weird thing. If you believe in Satan, or if you believe in the devil or Lucifer, then you're also admitting that you have a belief that God exists. So why would you want to choose the negative? It doesn't make any sense. But here's about the atheism I don't understand. To me, atheism is a real bad bet. If you believe in God and in a creator, and there is a God and a creator, you win. Think of it like gambling. You win. You believe there is, you win. You've won the bet. If there isn't, let's say there is absolutely nothing, that once we die, nothing. No existence of any kind or form at all. There's just nothing. Well, then you break even. So you can either win if you believe in a creator, if you believe in God or your own version of God, you win if there is, you break even if there isn't. If you're an atheist and you're denying the existence of God or a creator, if there isn't a creator, you break even. If there is, you lost the bet. So anybody that has a faith and a belief in God, the best they can do is win. The worst they can do is break even. An atheist, the best they can do is break even. And the worst case scenario is they lose the bet. So that's why it just doesn't make any sense to me. Why? I mean, atheists, they have all these reasons and they believe all this evidence of the non-existence of God, which really isn't evidence. It's just how they view things, just how they see things. So I mean, if you want to nitpick and debate about it, okay, neither side could possibly prove to the other side the absolute evidence of a creator, of God, or that there is no God. So an atheist is just going along with their own belief system, their own sense of faith. And just from my own experience, it was based on anger and disappointment. My telling people I was an atheist was because I was angry, I was bitter, and I was disappointed. And maybe that was to kind of throw it back in God's face to say, see, you've disappointed me. I'm really upset with you, so I'm going to deny your existence. And that to me, that was just me being immature and stupid. So being an atheist is just a bad bet. I mean, if you're agnostic, you're not sure. Okay, I get it. Most people could probably say they're agnostic. But to be on the safe side, they're going to say they believe, no matter what faith you are. So just thought I'd make a video about that. Starting to lose my voice. Should have brought something out here to drink. I need to start doing that. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, could you please leave me a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Right now, I only have 2 subscribers. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I got to start thinking of another topic and let my voice recover from this. So thanks for watching.